Hello everyone, today we are going to start with a new topic, that is the root apical meristem. So first of all, I'll be explaining what meristem is actually. You must be remembering in the first lecture of this chapter, I have already explained the types of plant tissues. In that we have read about the meristematic tissue. So meristem is a type of tissue found in plants, and the cells in a meristem or meristematic tissue, they are undifferentiated. They are not differentiated yet. They are undifferentiated and they are capable of cell division. Fine. Cells in the meristem can develop into all other tissues and organs that occur in plants. I already told you, when meristematic cells divide, they give rise to permanent tissues. Fine. The permanent tissues don't have any capability of division except in some cases. These cells continue to divide until a time they get differentiated and lose the ability to divide. When they lose the ability to divide, when they become permanent tissue, when they form permanent tissue like parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. I hope you remember that lecture also. So let me tell you, the term meristem was first used in 1858 by Carl Nageli. It's often asked in the exam, so please remember this. Now, characteristics of meristematic cells. Fine. The cells are small with no or small vacuoles. Vacuoles are the characteristic of plant cells, but the meristematic cells, either they don't have any vacuoles or have vacuoles but have small vacuoles, and protoplasm fills the cell completely. They have lot of protoplasm in them because they have to divide, they have to undergo the cell division. The plastids, that is the chloroplasts or chromoplasts, are undifferentiated. They are not differentiated yet, they are undifferentiated, and the undifferentiated form of these chloroplast and chromoplast, that is called as proplastids. Fine. Or you can say the plastids, that is chloroplasts or chromoplasts, in these meristematic cells, they are rudimentary. They are not yet developed, or they are in the form of proplastids, or they are called as proplastids. Meristematic cells are packed closely together without intercellular spaces. The cells in a meristematic tissue, they are packed closely together. That means they don't have any intercellular spaces. The cell wall is very thin, that is, they have only the primary cell wall. Fine. Why they have a thin primary cell wall? Because they have to undergo division. They have to undergo the cell division. That's why they have a thin primary cell wall. So these are some of the characteristics of meristematic cells. So, coming to meristematic tissue, I already have explained that it's of three types. Number one is apical meristem, number second is intercalary meristem, and number third is lateral meristem. So let me explain that the apical meristem, it's present at the apex or tip of root and shoot. Apical meristem is that kind of meristem, or it's a mass of cells which are present at the apex of root and shoot. Fine. Now we have intercalary meristem. What is intercalary meristem? When the cells in the apical meristem, they divide. Fine. They divide, they are meristematic. And some of the cells of this meristematic tissue, they in between, they are filled by some permanent tissues. They are actually the cells of this apical meristem, but they are separated from the apical meristem by some permanent tissues. So they are here, and here they are called as intercalary meristems. Fine. And these two meristem, apical meristem and intercalary meristem, these are the first formed meristems, and that is why they are also called as primary meristems. They are also called as primary meristem. I have not mentioned it here, but please remember this. Now coming to the third type, that is the lateral meristem. I have already told you that the lateral meristem is present at the lateral sides of a plant, and it is the it's the late formed meristem. It forms after the primary meristem, or it forms after this apical and intercalary meristem. That is why it's also called as secondary meristem. I hope this classification is clear to you. Now our main topic is apical meristem. We are gonna to study here the apical meristem. And let me tell you, this apical meristem, it is of two types. Shoot apical meristem, which gives rise to organs like leaves, flowers. Fine, please remember this, the shoot apical meristem, which is present at the apex of the stem, and it gives rise to organs like leaves and flowers, is called as shoot apical meristem. And number second is root apical meristem, which provides the meristematic cells for future root growth. Actually, from root apical meristem arises the root hairs, the branches of the root. So roots from the root apical meristem. So today we'll be studying about this root apical meristem in detail. I hope it's clear to you now. Now coming to root apical meristem. Fine, so I have chosen a diagram here. The root apical meristem or root apex is a small region at the tip of the root. So let me show you here. This is up to this white mark. This is the root. This is the root. This is the tip of the root actually. Here the circle in white, you can see this is the tip of the root. And the cells in this tip of the root, they are capable of dividing. They are capable of division actually. Fine. The cells in purple here in this white circle, they are capable of division, and they are the cells of root apical meristem. They are the cells of root apical meristem. Fine. And here the cells which I have shown in green. Fine. Some cells here I have shown in green. And these cells, they are not capable of division. They are actually silent. They stay dormant. And this zone of cells is called as quiescent center. This is called as quiescent center or quiescent zone. They don't divide. Actually, the cells surrounding this quiescent center, they are capable of division. Fine. Now, what about this quiescent center? The cells in this also divide when required, or you can say this is the reserve zone of cells for this root apical meristem. I hope this is clear to you. Now coming to this from here, this is the root cap. This is the root cap. Here you may see this is the root cap. Fine. I hope this is clear to you. Now the cells, the meristematic cells in this, they divide. Fine, they divide. And what happens here? Cell division occurs. Later these cells, they elongate and then differentiate. When they differentiate, they give rise to like root hairs, epidermis, and the whole of the root is formed. And some of the cells here in this, they also form the root cap. Some of the cells in this root apical meristem, they form the root cap also. And those cells which of the root apical meristem which give rise to root cap are called as calyptrogen. A proper name has been coined for these cells, and that is calyptrogen. And that you can say meristematic cells which give rise to root cap are called as calyptrogen. I hope this is clear to you. Let me explain it once again. You can see here, this is the tip of the root, and in the tip of the root we have some cells which I have shown in purple. They are capable of dividing. They divide, then these cells elongate and then differentiate. They give rise to the root hairs, vascular slender of the root, etc., etc. And what happens in the center of this, the cells which I have shown in green, they are also capable of division, but they don't divide. They stay dormant. They stay inactive, you can say, and may divide under some circumstances when required. And this zone is called as quiescent zone or quiescent center. Fine. Or you can say a zone of non-dividing cells. And I already told you that the cells in root apical meristem which give rise to root cap, fine, they form the root cap also. those cells are called as, or that those a proper name has been coined for those, and that those cells are called as callitrogen. I hope this is clear to you. So tomorrow in this chapter we'll be studying about the shoot apical meristem. So if there are any queries, please let me know. Thank you.